Hello, pilots, and welcome back to Flight Academy Season 3. As always, my name is Phil, and today we have Game 10 of Group 1 for you. The format rules are in the description below, but joining me for this we have...
My name is Fraser, and it's great to be back. Thank you for having me, Phil.
No worries, Fraser. Glad to have you back on the channel, enjoying some X-Wing. I know that you've obviously been playing a lot more Legion, but we've coaxed you back to space for a little bit to see what's happening above your heads of all those
Always
miniatures.
good. Indeed.
But yeah, like I said, we're getting close to the end of the group stages now, finding out who is going to be making it to the finals. Group 1 is very close, but we have two pilots hoping to get those all-important points, and they've already started. So let's quickly run through their list. So what has Ben got for us today?
Awesome. So Ben is flying Midnight, and he has Duke pattern analyzer and shield upgrade.
Nice and lightly upgraded, about the most points you can actually make on the Midnight. Just a quick one, obviously we know that a few people have commented about some of the interactions with Midnight's ability and Duke. We completely hear you. Thank you so much for letting us know where a few errors have been made. Obviously, as we've said, all of these games were pre-recorded before we uploaded them, so some of those interactions may happen again. But again, thanks for pointing them out. It's actually really handy because some of them we didn't even realise.
Yeah, definitely.
But Ben's opponent for this round is Wes, flying the incredibly heavily upgraded 10-num in the B-Wing with elusive fire control system, auto blasters, heavy laser cannon, advanced proton torpedoes, hull upgrades, stabilized S-foils, the B6 Blade Wing prototype, and the weapons system officer. Really making the most out of those 75 points there to get as much on there as possible. And I think somehow it is still under the 75 points. I don't think it maxed out. I think it was like 73 or 74, but Wes physically couldn't put any more on the table because it wouldn't fit, or on the ship because he didn't have any more slots.
I mean, there is a point where you go, I've taken the best upgrades for my ship, and I have no room for anything. I might have room for more points-wise, but I don't want to.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, looking at what he's got on there, he's got something for every situation. Oh, that's not a bad first shot from Ben there. 2 hits going through. So that is 2 shields off of 10-num early. But 10-num's okay with that because he has more health than you can shake a stick at.
He's not worried yet.
Yeah, I think the only problem for him is he can't modify his dice, but he's... No, I think he can double tap now if he wants. He's got his target lock there, so he can use that stabilized S-foils to get the double tap. But we've got an advanced proton torpedoes early doors. Hopefully he'll get a good roll there because he can't use the target lock.
This could be strong, but
not being able to mod it is so tough though, and that's pretty good. 2 hits and 2 crits. You can't really complain on that one.
When you can't mod, I'm saying nothing.
Yeah. Ooh. And that is 3 damage going through early doors, including a crit, which is... Thank you very much for chucking that in there, Ben. A structural damage on Midnight.
Nasty. Yeah. That was a good call. I like that.
I mean, that's a great shot, especially when he couldn't modify it. I mean, you couldn't ask for any better, but here's the double tap with auto blasters. And that's another crit going through. This could be a very quick game. Disabled power regulator. So not terrible there. I mean, a direct hit would have been nice out.
But
yeah. But this does put Midnight in a very awkward position now with just 1 health up against 7 remaining on 10 num, and the B-Wings dial, I absolutely love it. It's got a really fun dial. Obviously, having that lock on him, he's not really going to be able to utilize it to the best of his ability and getting rid of stress, but I still think that this kind of, right now, it's a very uphill battle for Midnight, to be honest.
I mean, his lock there didn't really pay off. You're absolutely hoping that it was going to be a whiff of a shot, and it didn't.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen it in a couple other games where that lock has proved absolutely devastating, a 5 dice attack and only getting like 1 hit. So it has paid off, but sometimes it doesn't quite work. I like, well, that's an awkward positioning there. Both in arc, taking the evade, I think that is the right call there. And obviously, mentioned it earlier in the video, but Duke won't work here because you can't actually modify any of your opponent's dice. But 1 hit doesn't matter. That is 1 damage going through. Still plenty there. Range 2 back into Midnight. That evade is going to be critical here, I feel. But knowing that he's also ionized next turn is tricky.
We're hoping for not many and a lot of pain, if at best.
Well, fortunately, that was a whiff there for Wes, and he couldn't spend his stress to change that.
I think that's the shot you wanted a little bit early with the protons. It was certainly a gamble.
Absolutely, and I mean, being able to like stop 10 num from actually modifying using the stress just shuts down one of the main factors that I think anyone that is flying this B-Wing is looking at. I mean, I seriously considered flying 10 num myself.
It's a great B-Wing counter, you're quite right.
Yeah, just so powerful. Just got to hope that those dice do whiff out, really. And that's where it gets tricky. But, oh, that's not bad. 2 hits there. And 2 more damage going through. So Ben has actually brought this back to half points apiece. So he's doing some good work. Just a crit and evaded.
I mean, it's a TIE fighter. It's going to be... They've never been known for having much to chomp through. But if they can stick out until the very last hit point, they can still do great.
I mean, the maneuverability is the thing for the TIE fighter, really.
Yeah. It's probably even still a better... Even with the target lock, it's probably a better call in the end, in the long run, that maybe Ben didn't sit and try and take an advanced proton torpedo.
I think that was just an unfortunate range there.
It's taking a risk, hoping that your lock's going to pay off. But
I mean, with the TIE fighter, you need to get in close though, because you've only got 2 red dice. So against something with a lot of health, like a B-Wing, or in fact any of the other 3 opponents he has in this group, he's obviously got myself with quick draw with 7 health. He's got 10 num with 9 health, and he's got Panic in the sofa with, I think it was 9 health off the top of my head. There's so much to chew through there with only 2 attack dice outside of range 1. It just makes it really tricky.
It's interesting. I think we had a lot of much more healthier ships with a lot less evasion. I think I was actually in the minority here with Ben taking the nimble TIE fighters.
Yeah, I think you're right. We had a lot of big, healthy ships, whereas yourself, all that they coming in handy there to keep Midnight alive. But yeah, as I say, yourself, Ben, Jamie had nimble ships with not that much health. So I think if you took you guys out of the equation, and that is the final shot. I'm not going to lie though, Ben did really well to bring that back to 3 health left on 10 after that first volley. Very in
I
close
did
fighting.
not give up there, and that was great playing.
Yeah, like Ben flew that really well, and he stuck it out as well, especially with the structural damage. It's always going to make it tough, but well played to
Yeah.
Ben. But a really nice, solid win there for Wes, getting the full 4 points there. Let's actually have a quick look and see how that is affecting the table. All players have 1 game left to get those final points, but sitting at the top, we still have myself with 3 wins and 3 kills on 12 points. Andy in second, 3 wins, 2 kills, 11 points. Wes has got his second win and second kill, 8 points. And Ben, 2 wins, 1 kill on 7 points. So, still 4 points for each player up for grabs here. So, top spot is all to play for top spot. And Ben can even sneak in the second place slot there. So, it's going to be interesting to see how this all pans out. But Fraser, nice short quick game there. Thank you very much for joining me for that one.
Pleasure, thank you so much.
And guys, we hope you enjoyed that one, and we hope you've enjoyed the entire series so far. But don't forget, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time.